Staphylococcus species identification method. This method is to separate the species from either Staph aureus or Gram-negative Staph. First step is to perform gram stain, and second is to perform catalyst test, and followed by Staph test. Gram stain for Staphylococcus species always is gram-positive cocci in clusters. For Staph aureus, morphology mostly is beta hemolysis in blood plate. For Gram-negative Staph, morphology can be beta hemolysis or non-beta hemolysis or slightly beta hemolysis. The biochemical test for Staph aureus, catalyst needs to be positive and Staph test needs to be positive. For Gram-negative Staph, such as Staph epidermidis, catalyst needs to be positive and Staph test needs to be negative. So when you have a gram stain as gram-positive cocci in clusters, you should be able to perform the catalyst test and Staph test. Catalyst is always positive for Staphylococcus species, and Staph test is always positive for Staph aureus. Alpha Streptococcus identification method. The biochemical tests for this alpha strep include PYR, strep D test, and pneumoslide. The gram stain for Streptococcus species is always be gram-positive cocci in Pearson chain. We will now to use the biochemical test to speciate the differences between Streptococcus pneumonias, Enterococcus species, and virulent strep. By performing the PYR test, Strepto group D test, and pneumoslide test, which are very important for alpha Streptococcus speciation. For Streptococcus pneumonia, PYR is negative. Streptococcus group D test is negative. Pneumoslide test is positive. Catalyst test is always be negative. For Enterococcus species group D test, PYR needs to be positive. Streptococcus group D test is positive. Pneumoslide test is negative. Catalyst test always be negative. For Streptococcus virulent group, PYR test is negative. Streptococcus group D test is negative. Pneumoslide test is negative. And catalyst test always needs to be negative. gram-negative raw identification method. In the microbiology lab, we would like to use the McConkey plate and blob plate together to separate the gram-negative organism from gram-positive organism. In McConkey plate, if colony is lactofermentic, it should be pink color, so we only perform the endo tests. In McConkey, if the colony is non-lactofermentic colony, which is colorless, we will only perform the oxidase test from the blob plate. If colony is slightly lactofermentic, we will not perform any biochemical test for this organism. Basically, all gram-negative raw ID should come from white tag identification.